Hey, what's up guys? Gary Walker here and welcome back for another video. For those of you that have been following along with my newest journey, I am doing a summer bulk. Yes, I'm going against the grain. Typically people get shredded in the summer. I get that, understand that. However, that didn't go with my plans this year. I was getting shredded. I got shredded for my 47th birthday. Didn't really like how small I got, man. So I decided to do a bulk. I cut my shred short and I've been bulking up. All right, so this is an update. We're almost 4 weeks into my summer bulk. So how are things going and what's been the most difficult challenge? I'm about to go into that. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, man, please subscribe to my channel. Also, make sure you click on that bell icon. That way you get notified every time I upload a new video. Eating should be simple, right? Wrong. If you watched my last video, here's the thing. I'm 47 years old, man. I've got a very sedentary lifestyle right now because typically I train people, I coach people all over the world, and that's what I do for a living. So I'm sitting behind a desk, all right, sitting at a computer hours on end. So that's pretty much all I do, unless I'm in the gym, which again, you're not gonna be living in the gym. You wanna get in, you wanna get out, short, quick, intense workouts. That's the best type of workouts. This video is gonna be more on the nutrition aspect of things. The next video I'm going to upload is more about what I'm currently doing with my workout, the changes that I've made to ensure that I'm growing properly and I'm adding good strength and adding good muscle. All right, but you can't do all of that if you have horrible nutrition habits. So that's where this has been a little tricky for me. If you're a younger guy, then guess what? Your metabolism is probably still through the roof. You're probably a whole lot more active than I am. Eating shouldn't be that difficult for you. So when you wanna grow, you gotta eat, man. You gotta make sure you are eating in a caloric surplus. I'll show you what I'm doing. It may not seem like much, but again, here's what happens. The older you get, the more sedentary you are, the more or less active you are for long periods of time. Because again, I'm active when I'm in the gym. Besides that, I wake up, eat breakfast, go out to my office, and I start typing programs. I start reaching out to my clients. I start doing Zoom calls with my clients. So I'm recording videos. So I'm doing all of these things that are very sedentary for me. So I'm not burning a whole lot of calories. And I've been doing this for years. So we're talking, I've been sedentary. I've lived this type of lifestyle, you know, sitting behind a desk, behind a computer screen for over 20 years now. It's gonna be completely different when it comes to my metabolism. I've got age going against me. I've got a sedentary lifestyle and less active. All right, so all of those three things mean my metabolic set point is going to be a lot lower than most. If you're younger or if you just have a really active job, then your body needs more fuel. So you're probably giving your body a whole lot more calories throughout the day. So when I'm telling you the numbers I'm about to show you, it's not gonna seem like much for you. I understand that, but you need to look at it from my perspective. I don't eat a lot. I haven't done a true bulk. I haven't tried to really grow in about 8 years. I'm happy with the way I typically look. I try to stay fairly lean year round. So for me, being less active, the type of lifestyle that I live, it doesn't take a whole lot of calories. So if you watched my last video, I don't wanna go too detailed because I explained that in my last video, but 1,800 to 2,000 calories is typically what I eat a day. We're not talking pizza, burgers, tacos, all that kind of stuff. It's easy to get 2,000 calories when we're talking about processed food, fast food, junk food. That's not how I typically eat. So we're talking lean protein sources, so chicken breasts, red meat, fish, eggs, oatmeal, rice, potatoes, multigrain breads. So when you eat those types of high quality foods, whole grain foods, it's a lot more filling and a lot more satiating, meaning you can't eat near as much food. Typically what I've done, 1,800 to 2,000 calories. I do that pretty much year round. I'll have cheats here and there. I cheat fairly often, at least once during the week and once or twice on weekends. If I'm going on vacation, I'm trying to get leaner. I eliminate the cheats, eat the same amount of calories, and just bump up cardio 3 days a week. That's typically all I have to do. I don't have to change my nutrition at all because of the way I eat. I work out typically for maintenance 3 days a week. Sometimes I'll throw in a fourth. push day, pull day, leg day. If I throw in a fourth day, if I've got a month, I want to get ready for something, I'll do 4 days a week. I'll do a push day, pull day, leg day, and a full body complex. Usually barbell complex, sometimes dumbbell complex. So I typically do that, and I have been doing that for a long time. So now that I decided to bulk, here's where the changes happen. My workouts have completely changed, which again, make sure you check out my next video. I'm gonna go into detail about what I have been doing and how I'm about to ramp up. This video is all about my nutrition. 1,800 to 2,000 calories is where I've been. Very first week that I decided to start growing and start focusing on building muscle is bump that up to 2,500 calories. 2 weeks of this 2,500 calories. That's basically what my goal has been and what I was focused on the first 2 weeks. Again, I'm 3, almost 4 weeks into this, so I bumped it up again since then. But that has been the most significant struggle of anything. Workouts, man, I'm nailing the workouts, doing great with the workouts. This one component here has been a struggle for me. Here's the macros on 2,500 calories. Protein, carbs, fat. My breakdown with this is I'm 200 grams of protein. This is per day. Carbs, 290, and then fats, 60. These are my macros for the first 2 weeks that I started jumping up my caloric surplus. I thought, looking at the numbers when I initially wrote this out, this is gonna be a piece of cake, man. This is gonna be simple. But when you're bumping these carbs, you're bumping more rice, you're bumping more bread, you're bumping more potatoes, quinoa, beans, lentils, fruits, all of those things. It takes a lot of clean food to make up 290 carbohydrates every day. As far as what stage you're in as getting leaner, bulking, this number may seem low to you, but typically what I do is it's about to bump up a little bit, but I'll set a smaller base for my protein. I'll pretty much lock in my fats, and I typically just play with the carbs depending on how I'm looking and feeling, how fast I'm growing or how slow I'm growing. Because 200 grams of protein is plenty when you are eating in a caloric surplus. Again, a surplus for me, because my metabolic set point was set so low, isn't near as much as it might be for someone younger or someone that's just used to eating a lot of food. If you're used to eating a lot of food, I mean, if you're used to eating 3,000 calories a day and you decide tomorrow, man, I'm gonna start bulking up. Well, guess what? You're gonna have to bump that up probably 32 to 3,500 calories. So because my metabolic set point started at a lower setting, I don't have to jump near as much, because here's the last thing you wanna do. If I'm at 1,800 to 2,000 calories, let's go with 2,000. And I just decided the very next day to bump it up to 3,000, that's gonna lead to a lot of fat storage as well. Yeah, you're gonna gain weight, but not quality weight. We're looking for lean muscle when we're looking for a summer bulk, because at the end of the summer bulk comes a winter. Yeah, I guess it's gonna be winter, man. It's gonna be like a winter shred, which is gonna be completely different. But I am going to start shredding and get leaner after I am comfortable with the weight that I've gained. This is my starting for 2 weeks. Is basically what I did. I'm not gonna lie, man, 2 weeks, 14, it's about 16 days actually that I did this caloric intake. There's 3 or 4 days I couldn't hit that number. I just could not eat that much. My body wasn't used to eating that much. So when I'm trying to get these clean calories in, it was difficult. So I actually had to start adding liquid calories, which is something I'll talk about here in a minute, because liquid calories are really important if you're not a big eater. If you don't have a big appetite, and I'm talking clean appetite, everybody's got an appetite for pizza, burgers, tacos, those types of things, and it's gonna get you up quick, but it's also gonna make your belly grow too fast. So we're looking for clean, just to reiterate that. So this is basically where I started, okay? Now this is where I've progressed to. So 2 weeks here, it was a little longer, but we'll go with the 2 weeks there. Now I'm gonna be running this next group of macros for about 6 weeks. So 6 weeks, we're actually bumping up to 3,200 calories, all right? 240. I told you I was gonna bump that up slightly, which I did, but the carbs is where the biggest jump come from, and then the fats come up slightly. So this is what I'm looking at 6 to 8 weeks. It all depends on how I'm growing and how I'm progressing. If I'm growing consistently with this number, I'm gonna stay with that number. I don't wanna add just for the sake of adding. And you don't necessarily have to add every week. Some weeks are just gonna be a flat week. You don't gain anything, but you'll notice that second week, you may have doubled up your gains. So wait to make your adjustments for 2 weeks, because I like to make adjustments after 2 weeks, a plateau. So if you gain 0 pounds week 1, you go another 7 days, another 0 pounds, then I like to add about a 300 calorie jump. Typically, they're gonna come from carbs. From here on out, I may actually need to get to the 3,500 calorie range. It just depends again on how I'm doing. But if I have to get to the 3,200, this is staying the same, this is staying the same. The only change is coming from my carbohydrates. That's what I'm gonna be doing with my nutrition for this whole summer bulk. That should be enough. But here's the thing, 400 carbohydrates, that's a lot of rice, that's a lot of potatoes, quinoa, beans, lentils, bread, like I covered earlier. So this is when you really wanna start doing probably some pasta, some multi-grain pastas. Pasta is very calorie dense. It doesn't take a lot of pasta to get that number up high. So I will do a lot more pasta when I'm in this phase, and this is where my liquid really comes in. So basically I'll do about 10 to 12 ounces of almond milk. I'll do almond milk. If you like straight up dairy, then do the dairy. Just try to find the one that is no antibiotics, no hormones, any of those things. So more grass-fed milk, something like that, a little bit cleaner milk, organic or grass-fed. But if you like almond milk is fortified with calcium, vitamin D, a lot of minerals in it, so you can do the almond milk. That's typically what I do. I will do almond milk and 2 scoops of whey protein isolate, 2 tablespoons of natural peanut butter. I'll do ½ a cup of rolled oatmeal, and I will just soak it in that, man, all right? I'm not talking about cooked. I will just get it raw, ½ a cup, put that in there, and I will do a medium to large banana. And basically, if you're doing that, you're getting roughly 800 to 1,000 calories. So there's times if I don't eat a lot, I'll do 2 shakes in a day. The liquid calories for me are so much easier to get in. You can actually turn that into like a dessert. You can put some crushed ice, put it all in a blender, and blend that up to a good thickness to where you're actually eating it, almost like a little ice cream. Tastes really good, man. A lot of it depends on the flavor of your whey protein isolate. So I will do the chocolate peanut butter by Dymatize. That's just the one I do. Really sweet chocolate peanut butter flavor. Then I throw in the bananas, like I said. So just adding those things make it taste amazing. But that's what I'm talking about with the liquid calories. If you can't always get in the chicken, the beef, the turkey, the fish to fit this, you can do whey protein. You can even throw in some Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt, some fruit, put that into your smoothie, add even more calories. Those are healthy options to add into your smoothie. So at the end of the day, this number is gonna be pretty easy to hit, especially if you're doing liquid calories. This number is always easy to hit. It's actually sometimes easy to go over 70. So here's my buffer. If you hit 90, if you're going 20 grams over on the fat, but they're from good sources, they're not fried sources, they're not anything like that, then you're going to be okay. All right, so fat isn't too bad, especially when you're trying to gain weight, as long as it's quality fat. So the natural peanut butter, like I talked about earlier, guacamole, if you like guacamole, that's a good fat source. There's a lot of oils, extra virgin olive oil, macadamia nut oil, all the nut butters. All of those are good fat sources, even whole eggs. So I eat a lot of whole eggs when I'm trying to bulk, not just the egg whites. If you're eating the egg whites, you're getting straight protein, which is great, but you're throwing out a lot of the important things with the yolk. The yolk actually helps boost testosterone levels. It's got good fats that actually do boost the testosterone levels. And it's gonna help you get more calories in. So the whole eggs are really good as well. So basically, this is my nutrition strategy. So far, it is working well. I'm really not focused on the weight for the first 6 to 8 weeks, which I know a lot of people love the scale, man. I love the mirror, and I love the way my clothes start fitting, and then I look for progressions within my strength. If I'm pushing more weight, workout to workout, or at least every second workout, and I don't mean curls, man. I don't mean, man, I'm not adding any weight to my curls this week. I'm talking your compound lifts. Again, we'll go into the workouts on my next video, but if you're doing your squats, deadlifts, bench press, pull-ups, all of those things, you wanna focus on progress. If you're not getting stronger, you're not feeling bigger, then that's where you gotta make sure you're up in those calories. Fuel the workouts and fuel the recovery, because that is key. The three main components, nutrition typically is my number one component. Whether you're bulking or getting shredded, it's gonna come down to your nutrition. Your second main component is the resistance training strategy that you're utilizing. Make sure you're training with enough intensity, make sure you're training hard enough, but also make sure you're not overtraining, because you still need to recover. That's the third component, rest and recovery. So a lot of people want to train 7 days a week. When is your body going to grow if you're doing that? When are you going to allow your central nervous system to take a break? You're going to overstimulate your central nervous system. You're going to overwork your muscles and your joints and your ligaments. So you don't want to work 7 days a week, all right, with weights. So you'll see that more in my next video. But again, rest and recovery is the third crucial component, especially when you're trying to grow. So you want 7 to 9 hours of good sleep. Prioritize sleep. In this time that we're living in, it's hard to get good sleep. I get it. We're busy. Our minds are super busy. All the electronics going on. Hard to just get really good quality REM sleep, rapid eye movement sleep, which is when your body produces growth hormone, testosterone, and all the big things that are crucial for building muscle. So really focus on those three things. This is the nutrition strategy. If you have any questions at all, man, let me know. Let me step away one more time, just make sure you can see that. And again, if I do have to make a change to this after 8 weeks, it will just be one more 300 calorie jump. I won't go more than 3,500 calories. So probably what my change will be is a 300 calorie snack. My meals are gonna be set in stone, whether it be liquid or whole. You still wanna focus on getting whole foods. If you're getting 1,000 to 1,800 calories here from liquids, you're gonna be okay if you're putting the good sources in the liquids. Like I said, the natural peanut butter, the oatmeal, the bananas, or any types of fruit. Doesn't have to be banana, just any types of fruit. And whey protein, make sure you're getting the isolate and not the concentrate. You want the quality whey protein. So if you're doing those things, you're gonna grow, man. Regardless of everything else, you're gonna grow if you're doing those three things that I'm telling you about. The nutrition, the resistance training, and the rest, you're gonna grow. All right, so once again, if you have any questions, comment below and let me know. Also, give me a thumbs up, man, if you like this video. I like seeing the thumbs up. That lets YouTube know that people actually like my video. And recommend my video if you have any buddies that are looking to actually add weight, build muscle, or just want to help support my channel. I would appreciate it very much. With that being said, man, that's all that I got. Get busy, get after it. God bless.